They were once loved by millions, admired for their talent, and seen as the faces of Korean drama. But in a blink, their lives changed, careers destroyed, reputations shattered, not because of crimes, but because of rumors. Welcome to the world of cancel culture in Korea, where the truth often arrives too late and forgiveness almost never comes. Stay with us until the very end of this video, because what you're about to hear will change the way you see some of your favorite actors. Number 1 is a name you know well, and the truth about what happened to him is something most people never heard. Let's start with Kim Seon-ho. He was the golden boy of Korean drama. After the success of Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha, he became a national favorite. But in October 2021, everything collapsed. An anonymous online post accused him of forcing a woman to have an abortion. The post didn't name him, offered no evidence, but the public and media instantly connected it to him. In just 24 hours, he lost movie roles, brand deals, and every major opportunity. No one waited for his side. It was a digital storm, and Kim Seon-ho was erased. But later, text messages were released showing that he supported his ex through the decision and even helped financially. There was no pressure, no abuse, just a private matter turned public nightmare. He was innocent, but the damage had already been done. Many fans don't even know he was cleared. That's the price of cancel culture: silence, shame, and headlines that care more about clicks than facts. Next is Park Yoo-chin, once a top star known for hit dramas like Rooftop Prince. Between 2016 and 2019, he was accused of multiple sexual assaults. The media branded him a monster before any trial. But here's the truth: he was found innocent in every case. One accuser was even jailed for making false claims. Still, his image was destroyed. Then came another blow. In 2019, he admitted to drug use. He apologized and left the spotlight. But we must separate the facts. He did not commit the crimes that first ended his career. He was a victim of false accusations. And yet, public opinion didn't care about court rulings. In Korea, even proven innocence often isn't enough to restore a reputation. Now let's talk about Park Min-young. Elegant, talented, and respected. She had no scandals until 2022. News broke that she was dating a businessman under investigation for fraud. That's it. She wasn't accused of any crime, didn't know about his activities, and he confirmed that she was not involved. Still, she lost endorsement deals and had to withdraw from major roles, all for dating the wrong person. The media painted her as guilty by association, and the internet followed. No proof, no conviction, just assumptions and judgment. Her silence was mistaken for guilt, and her career paused because of someone else's actions. In Korea, sometimes just knowing the wrong person can be enough to get canceled. Then came the tragedy surrounding Kim Soo-hyun. In 2024, after the death of actress Kim Si-ron, someone close to her made vague social media claims suggesting he contributed to her mental struggles. No proof, no police report, but the media connected the dots and public opinion turned. Speculations about abuse and manipulation spread like wildfire. He stayed silent, and people took that as admission. But the truth? The court ruled in his favor in multiple defamation suits. The prosecution confirmed he was never even under investigation, but by then, contracts were canceled, his name stained. He was judged for something he was never part of. And still, he fights to clean a name that should never have been dragged through the mud. Song Hye-kyo was also unfairly targeted. In 2014, she was accused of failing to pay taxes. Media painted her as a fraud, but the truth later showed that it was her accounting firm's mistake. She paid everything owed, apologized, and tried to move on. But the backlash was massive. She was mocked and insulted, even though the government itself confirmed she hadn't acted in bad faith. For many, being a woman in the spotlight means one mistake. Any mistake is treated as a scandal. She had to rebuild from scratch, not because she broke the law, but because she trusted professionals who failed her. Nam Joo-hyuk is another heartbreaking case. After his hit role in 25-21, anonymous bullying accusations surfaced online. Claims of violence and abuse in high school filled social media, but the investigation revealed nothing. Teachers, students, even school staff came forward to defend him. He sued for defamation and won. The court ruled there was no evidence, but by then, he had already lost projects, endorsements, and his good name. In Korea, sometimes all it takes is a single post to end years of hard work. no matter what the truth says later, these aren't just stories of canceled celebrities. They're warnings. They show how quickly we jump to conclusions, how fast we trade truth for drama. These actors were judged not in court, but on the internet, not by evidence, but by emotion. And even when the truth came out, few people cared. The apologies were buried. The headlines never corrected themselves. The silence became permanent. So, the next time you see a scandal trending, ask yourself, do I know the full story? Or am I just following the noise? Because in the end, these actors weren't just fighting false accusations. They were fighting a system that feeds on destruction. And that's something none of us should ignore. If this video opened your eyes, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more content like this, and share it with someone who needs to hear the truth. And now, tell us in the comments, were you surprised by any of these stories? Which actor do you think was treated most unfairly? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching.